Right. Right, I finished my dinner and the gladiators. I'm having a very nice day. We're moving on to Virgo. Very interesting reading so far today. Okay, spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. How is Virgo feeling in the second week of April 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Virgo's feeling, please. Okay, so we've got the High Priestess reversed with the Queen of Swords. First time I'm seeing her today. Queen of Swords reversed and the High Priestess reversed. So let's talk about these one by one. If the Queen of Swords was upright, she would be someone who's very intellectual, cerebral. It's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? It's about communication, swords of communication, okay? And in a love reading, the Queen of Swords reverse can be a divorce card. It can be when that sword is wielded in the wrong way, it cuts deep. You know, so communication could be blocked, or it could be unkind words, or it could be words that are finishing a connection. Okay, I want a separation, I want a divorce, this kind of vibe. The High Priestess. Hi, Huma. Welcome into the chat. The High Priestess was also reversed because both cards were reversed. Now, the High Priestess, when it's upright, is following your intuition, using that third eye chakra, you know, to follow your gut feeling on what to do. When that's reversed, it's blocked. Okay, so the third eye is blocked. We're not following our gut. So perhaps it's been a head over heart decision, something like this. Or we're not sure what to do with regards to, you know, finishing a connection. This is a collective reading for the sign of Virgo. I've just started Virgo, okay? I'll start doing lives where I answer personal questions, but I can't do that till I've got 500 subscribers. So make sure you give me a like and share the channel and subscribe to the channel. Two more cards for how Virgo's feeling. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, let's talk about each card and then it'll make more sense. The Wheel of Fortune upright would be having a spell of good luck after a dark period, okay? When it's reversed, we're trapped in a karmic cycle. So when the Wheel of Fortune is reversed, there's bad luck. And until we make the right decision, we'll be stuck like that. The Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. The Queen of Pentacles is responsible. She's a good provider. She likes to gift. Her love language is to give, to buy things and give them to people. She will buy things for others as much as she buys them for herself, okay? She has really good taste. She's good at earning money, spending money. Was the Queen of Pentacles reversed or upright? Well, let's say that she was upright because we've got one reversal anyway, so it doesn't change it too much. There's a bad kind of like karmic cycle to do with the Queen of Pentacles and perhaps there's been an avoidance of ending something because we've got the High Priestess in the reverse, so struggling to follow intuition. I mean, you are Virgo, so you are an earth sign. With it being the Queen of Pentacles, it could be an issue with money. Or the ability to provide for others, because a queen has a lot of responsibilities. You're welcome. Welcome into the chat, guys. Humour, Kedar, Arvind. Just a reminder, this is a collective reading for the sign of Virgo. Okay, so it may resonate. If you want a personal reading, it's 20 minutes for £18. There's a link to my Etsy store in the channel description on my YouTube channel. When I get to 500 subscribers, I'll start to do lives where I answer your personal questions for a super chat. But right now I'm doing Virgo collective reading, okay? Now we've got the major for Virgo, the Hermit, and it's upright, and we've got the Three of Pentacles. So we're trying to cooperate, to collaborate and work together. I'm just hiding someone that I think's being disrespectful. Definitely looking to collaborate after some soul searching, okay, looking inward. This is, in the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that he must walk this part of the journey alone. Okay, so the answers lie within him. They are not things that can be found out by asking another person. We have to look inwards, okay? There's a lot of soul searching going on here. Right, in the challenge position for your person, the one that you're dealing with, or the one that you're thinking about or manifesting in, we've got the Major Arcana for Capricorn. Okay, with the Devil card, that's the major arcana for the sign of Capricorn. It's in the challenge position, and you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or they could just be someone that has a tendency or bad habit or a codependency that they need to release. Okay, because it's in the challenge position. You know, a bad habit could be working too much or not enough, eating too much or not enough, drinking too much or not enough, obsessing over a person, you know, or self-sabotaging relationships. There's lots of behaviours that we all have that can be toxic or negative. They're very stubborn, okay, because we've got the Hanged Man reversed. The Hanged Man, when he's upright, is someone who is putting themselves upside down to try to see things from a different perspective to the one that they already have. They're open, okay, they're trying to get a better understanding. When it's reversed, it's a stubborn energy, okay? It's like, I only see my point of view. It's my way or the highway. So maybe that's their bad habit. Seven of Pentacles, okay? 7 is a reflective number. It's looking back at the past, trying to understand what's been cultivated so far, what's been achieved so far. Is it enough? Taking stock. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. Right, so we've got fast action, high review mania. We've got the 8 of Wands. It's fast action, progress, and fast communication. So that's very positive for an outcome. It's incredibly positive. The Judgment, a call to action. Someone's being called to act. You can see that this person's trying to raise the dead. The 3 of Cups. Now that can be, it doesn't have to be, but it can be a third party card. The 3 of Cups can also be groups of people. 3 is a number of community. It can be groups of people celebrating, okay, because each person has a cup. It's a happy card. But if you think about the 2 of Cups card, if we get rid of one person, the 2 of Cups is each person feeling the same for one another, offering one another a cup. The 3 of Cups is another person who also has feelings being added into the equation. I'm just concerned about this Queen of Swords reversed. I do think that... And why have we got this Devil card? And why have we got stubbornness? Why have we got a karmic cycle? What are you talking about? I needed you a minute ago. There was a troll in here. A really rude one. You always get that on a Saturday night. And a Friday night as well. Right, let's get some Shadow Love oracles and see what this Devil card is about. Exposed. Fragile heart to open, in danger of heartbreak. See, this person, they're They have a tendency to be incredibly sensitive, okay, and wear their heart on their sleeve, maybe too early, something like that. Or, you know, be too stubborn. Take things... I don't get this phrase, take it too personally. How can you not take it personally? Do you know what I mean? They feel exposed. Or maybe they don't open up enough, you know. It's either about wearing your heart on your sleeve and making yourself too vulnerable, or not being vulnerable enough for fear of being exposed. Let's have a look. Moon Dreamer, love illuminates even the darkest of corners. Hi, welcome into the chat. Eternal renewal in the cycle of life, understanding breeds hope for what comes next. Tender bridges, building connections with empathy, gentleness and kindness. Devotion blooms, nurture both blossoms and thorns with tenderness. There's a need to come together and communicate and understand, and we have got fast action progress and fast communication in the outcome, haven't we? With the 8 of Wands. What's this one? Swept away, caught up in the romance or clearing out emotions. Refreshed romance, cleanse past sorrows, be charmed anew and embrace the joy of a fling. I don't like that one because we got the 3 of Cups card in the outcome as well, which is a third party, bringing another person into the connection. I'm gonna do something I don't always do. Sometimes I clarify your feelings on why we've got this Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune reversed for Virgo. Oh my God. Brief affair. Brace for a sudden ending, short but sweet, can't last. Ooh. I'm wondering if, Virgo, you were unhappy in a connection, in a marriage, and you stepped out. And this person is the temptation. Or you were already divorced, already separated. That would make this person obsessive. You know, if they were the third party, you get really obsessed because you haven't got the relationship or the connection the way that you want it. Hi, thank you for subscribing. Okay.
So you're happy?
I'm happy here.
You're happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Where was I up to? Can you clarify the brief affair card, please? Storms of love. Conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. Futures embrace, seize prospects, absorb wisdom, and spring into action for your ambitions. You're being urged to go for what you want. If you want this person, get them. Okay, don't leave them in a third party situation. Don't treat them like that. You're being called to act. You're being called to communicate. Okay, and embrace this other person. Let's get confessions from them. You brought the life back into my life. Well, that's nice. They care very strongly about you, very, very deeply. Let's get messages from them. Well, I forgot the devil is the challenge. They could be Capricorn, they don't have to be. I'm at a crossroads, I'm choosing which path to take. I have a lot of sexual thoughts about you. The petals and flowers are from, they're off Temu. We got everything off Temu. Little bags of them. I'm ignoring other people. Okay, they're very much fixated on this connection and on you. They're not interested in anyone else. I've just realised I don't think you can see the cards at the front. These are the outcome cards, are very important. Okay, over the Eight of Wands, we've got you're in my dreams. Okay, fast action, progress, communication. They're dreaming about you. The Judgment, or you're dreaming about them. I'm focused on work. Some people do that, don't they, when they've got a need to, for just pure fiscal reasons, or to forget, to try and just not think about it for a minute. Give me one for the Three of Cups. Okay, that's a lot for clarifying one card. For the Three of Cups, we've got, my head isn't clear enough to make a decision. I'm sorry for what I said. I regret the choices that I've made. Can you accept me as I am? I do listen to what you say and try to find a solution within myself. I feel so much love for you. Okay, so there's a huge problem here that needs addressing, and it's this third party situation. Very, very sexual. Definitely a crossroads. They're not into anyone else. This is a huge dilemma for this person. They're not messing about. I think you seem to want to work together with them. You've had time away from this person, and you definitely want to work things out. Let's get you timing. When will this come back together for Virgo and the one that's on their mind? Look at what they've told you. Like, you make their life worth, worth all that it is. Like, the value in their life is their connection with you. When will this come back together, please, for Virgo and the one that's on their mind, the one they're dealing with? Stop focusing on time frames, okay? Let it happen organically as and when it feels right. Let's get you some advice. Advice for, for Virgo, please. Create alchemy. Okay, so manifest the life that you want. Focus on it, visualize it. The home, the person, what qualities would they have? Where would you be living? What kind of life would give you happiness, would give you peace? Okay, and ask your angels for it. Create it, earth. Get grounded, okay, and start working towards those dreams. make practical decisions that are going to get you closer to those goals, and the divine will reward you. They will meet you halfway, okay? As long as you say, angels, please provide me with a person with these qualities. Please help me to obtain a house that looks like this or that is in this location. If you're clear on what you want, it will come to you within like 12 months or so, as long as you are working towards it actively in the 3D. Okay, so if you want a better job, you've got to put out job applications, stuff like this, you know, like you'll be rewarded. Prosperity, sisters, are happiness and joy. So make sure you're high vibrational, that you're having fun, that you're spending time with people who are making themselves available to you, that want the best for you. Make sure you're crossing things off your bucket list. You know, the 10 things that you must do before you die. Make sure that you are living your life and having fun. You're not just living for tomorrow all the time. Because when you're happy and you're smiling and you're laughing and you're feeling good, that's when you're at your most attractive. It like literally breaks up the cortisol as well, so you become more effective, more problem solving, you know, get better sleep. Don't get yourself all tangled up and strung out. Okay, some more advice for Virgo. Embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Yeah, so when you're happy, when you're carefree, when you're living your best life. Bungee jump, not a chance. No, my bucket list is more like, I want to see the Northern Lights. I want to make pottery. Not a bungee jump, no. You know those fainting goats that pass out from stress? That would be me. I would pass out from stress. No, I'm terrified of heights. Like it would be an ordeal for me, the whole thing. I once, my friend, her husband did a skydive, and you know they film it all the way down. The video was just really upsetting. I wish he hadn't done it because he just looked like he suffered all the way down. You know, like people that enjoy it are like laughing and smiling, or they're like woo and all this. No, he just looked really distressed, like all the way through. And I was like, this poor guy. His brother made him do it, and his brother was laughing and enjoying it, and he just looked really upset all the way down. That would be me. That would be me. Thank you for the likes. This is a collective reading that I'm just about to wrap up for Virgo, and then I'm going on to Libra. Okay, I can answer personal questions once I get to 500 subscribers. YouTube will allow me to do super chats, so you'll be able to give me money in the live and then ask a question. I can answer it straight away. I can't do it until I get to 500 subscribers though, so I won't be answering personal questions in this live. Okay, let's get you one more advice. I tell you what, there's a lot of reconciliations happening in these readings today for all the signs so far. Be in community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Wow. You have got the 3 of Pentacles there. The Queen of Abundance. Now that's interesting to me because you had the Queen of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, so And look, prosperities, sisters are happiness and joy. There's a lot to do prosperity here, and it is springtime. So we're all kind of being busy, aren't we, and getting productive for the summer with these longer days. Right, I'm going to wrap up this reading. You're very important to this person, okay? So make sure that you do prioritise them when this comes back together. They'll hold you in very high regard. But it looks like you've got prosperity coming in as well as an added bonus. You need to start following your intuition and manifesting your dreams. We're actively working towards your future, visualizing and asking out loud for the life that you want. Okay, and it will be rewarded tenfold. That's when you get aces. That's aces are provided by the universe. When you work towards your dreams, the universe rewards you. Okay, because the universe wants you to reach your destination. They want you to have what will make you truly happy, your wish fulfillment. When we do bad things, like, you know, we get our fingers burnt because we're playing with people who they don't have the best of intentions for us, or we think in a negative way, like we think in a lack mentality, it creates blocks and we get stuck in karmic cycles. Or when our boundaries are too low, you know, we get sent a karmic connection to force us to put boundaries where we wouldn't have had any. That's how we become higher beings, right? Through learning our lessons. It's like the way you can't just give children the answers. They have to make mistakes. And you know, it's experiential learning. It's adults as well, right? Okay, so I'm going to put these last couple of cards away, and then I'm going to get out the Libra card. Sometimes if you've got a low mood for a long time, it is part of astrology, you know. Or maybe you just need to like shake things up and make sure that you aren't disconnecting from too many people for too many hours. I do that all the time. Hi, welcome into the chat. When I get to 500 subscribers, I can take super chats and I'll answer individual questions. But until then, if you want a personal reading, it'll be 20 minutes for £18. It's a very good offer. There's a link to my Etsy store in my channel information. This is a collective reading right now for the sign of Libra. I'm just explaining because a lot of people keep putting like individual questions in the chat, so I'm just explaining that I haven't got the ability to do super chats until it gets to 500 subscribers. I think we're close. I think we're like 430 as of tonight, so that's brilliant. Not long to go. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Libra's highest good. how is Libra feeling in the second week of April 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards, please. Okay, we've got the 9 of Wands and the Hanged Man. The 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. Each wand represents a challenge, and it's near the completion of a cycle. Okay, we're not quite at the end of a cycle, but it's been difficult, but you're the wounded warrior, Libra. You're prepared to continue. And you're open to seeing other people's points of view, to problem solving, to finding a way forward, because, you know, if the Hanged Man was in the reverse, that would be a stubborn energy, but here you've turned yourself upside down to see if you can find another way around this, to see another perspective or another person's point of view. Okay, so the wounded warrior, but a strong person, someone who's prepared to carry on. Another couple of cards, please, for Libra's feelings. We've got the Page of Wands reversed. Okay, so you could be apprehensive, okay, and feel nervous about a new adventure, a new cycle, or just going forward with a direction. You could be quite apprehensive about that, because the Page is someone who's at the beginning of a journey. They have very little experience, and Wands are excitement and enthusiasm and passion. So with that being reversed, I think there's nervousness here. Right, we've got the Queen of Cups. So a strong empathy vibe, like she's completely submerged by water. You know, it reminds me of Atlantis. You know, she's on the seabed and she's completely awash with feeling. She's being cleansed, you know, of her worries. She's healing. She's very understanding. So, yeah, something has been difficult. Yeah, got heavy emotions at the moment. Let's get some cards for your person, the one that you're dealing with. Now, you're showing up as a queen, so you could be dealing with someone at the moment. Queens have a lot of responsibility, either in work or at home or both. Right, we've got the Death reversed and the Magician reversed. So we're not leaving a cycle behind. We haven't walked through the gates, okay? Because the Death card is the major arcana for Scorpio. It's about walking through the gates and leaving the last chapter and welcoming the new. But there's a refusal to do that with it being reversed. And then the Magician, when the Magician card is upright, they have all 4 aces. So they have all the tools to succeed. With that being reversed, it's like, I'm not ready. I haven't got everything that I need in order to, you know, move forwards into this new chapter. Hi, welcome into the chat. I'm not answering personal questions until I've got 500 subscribers. Then I can take super chats. and I can answer individual questions. This is a collective reading for the sign of Libra, just to let you know in case you just come in. Right, we've got the Page of Swords reversed. So if you remember that swords are communication, the Page of Swords is trying to gather information. They're trying to observe, they're trying to watch, they're trying to understand, okay? When that's reversed, it's like, I don't want to know, I don't want to look. I'm not going to observe, I'm not going to gather information. You know, it's like coming off social media because you don't want to watch like updates on someone. So someone could be a bit shut down at the moment or closed off. You may feel like they're distracted, they're disconnected. In the challenge, we've got the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords upright is someone who is feeling the maximum amount of pain. Swords are thoughts. The Ten of Swords is like, I am so hurt, I'm so upset, I'm devastated. You know, it's complete pain, dismay, heartbreak, stress. It's the maximum, okay? That's the challenge. Something is going to be like, it could be the end for this person. Like, they can't bear, like, the pain of this cycle. Will the cycle end? Something's been incredibly distressing. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. Right, we've got the World card and we've got the Queen of Swords reversed. So, the Queen of Swords upright is air energy. It's mind over matter. It's logic. Okay? Rather than feeling emotions, we're making everything logical. We're thinking everything out. It's strategy. The Queen of Swords is a brilliant orator, speaker. She can be a card of severing communication, severing connections. It can be the divorce card in a love reading. With it being reversed, you know, communication when it's reversed is either blocked or it's aggressive, hurtful communication. So that with the World card, it's like there's a need to know that we have to take life rough with the smooth. The World card, the Fool realises that better days are coming. Okay, so there's a need to know that despite an ending, better days are coming. Or despite, you know, instead of ending things are going to get better. This is just a rough patch. Is something like that in the outcome. Let's get other cards and we'll clarify. Oh, I hope it's sunny tomorrow. Knight of Pentacles reversed. So a withdrawal of investment, not wanting to invest in a connection. I think someone might be giving up. They might be throwing in the towel here. They feel too pessimistic, you know. Too hurt. I don't know, because we've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Pentacles reversed. Hi, Martha. The Six of Pentacles, I was getting mixed up. I was thinking of the Six of Swords reversed. The Six of Pentacles, when it's upright, is equal give and take. Sixes are even numbers. 3 pentacles from one person, 3 pentacles from another person. Okay, it's about fairness, equal give and take. With that reversed, it feels imbalanced. The amount of investment here feels imbalanced in the outcome. Someone's, you know, not bringing that pentacle when they should be. I mean, your person's energy, yours is like healing and wanting to continue, and theirs is they don't feel like they've got what it takes to make this work. They feel so distressed. They're at the end of a cycle. So I think your person is going to say like, this isn't working. And I'm sorry to say that, but only take this if it resonates. If you're perfectly happy in a connection and the person seems fine, it's not your reading. If you're a Libra and something's been really, really tough, I think you want this to work, but... Hi, yeah, I've done Leo. If you look at the last live, if you go to lives and then look at the most recent one, it'll be on there. I had to come off to watch Gladiators. I've just come on and done Virgo and Libra on this live. Yeah, see, Chris, if you go to the lives, you'll see on the last live, Leo's on there. On this live, it's Virgo and Libra. Right, let's clarify. It's a bit dark now, isn't it? Because the sun's moved around. Why have they got the Death reversed with the Magician reversed? Brief affair. Brace for a sudden ending. Short but sweet. Can't last. They feel like this was a sexual connection, and although that was important to them, they're putting it down to like, it, you know, it hasn't got legs, like it can't practically work. This was coming out in your last reading, Libra, wasn't it? Cuts both ways, good and bad aspects, mixed blessing, division. Sometimes you may not see eye to eye, you know, and you might feel like, well, how's this practically going to work? You know, for lots of different reasons. And it might not do, okay? Some things aren't meant to last forever. And that's just a fact. We all have to come to terms with that, even if we like the idea of that or not. It's just a fact, isn't it? Connections are for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, as tarot readers famously say. Turbulence. Heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. You know what's regrettable is to turn an ending into something where it was premeditated. It's not premeditated. We're all just doing, you know, what we can with the information that we have at the time. And it took me a lot of years to come to terms with that, because I used to think everything was premeditated and the other person was a villain and they knew what they were doing and they must have planned it, and, you know, everyone's out to get me kind of thing. But I think they were just as clueless as me, to be honest. Achievable insight. That's very true, Martha. Achievable insight. Embrace practical steps towards clarity, bringing your goals within reach. Okay, so there's a need to be practical here. If you're to get near to the goals that you need to be, go be practical. Let's get confessions from this person. I have trust issues from previous pain. I'm truly sorry, you deserve better. I want to make you smile. I hope you haven't moved on. You deserve more than I can give you. Wow, they're mixed up beyond belief. I'll look at your pictures on my phone. Hi, Avishek. I'll answer personal questions when I can do super chats. I can't do them until I get 500 subscribers. I think we're close. So if you can like and share the channel and subscribe, that would really help. If you want a 20-minute personal reading, it's £18. I can pre-record it, but until I get 500 subs, I can't do individual questions and lives. It won't let me. We're not far off though, guys. We're not far off. I might do the other signs tomorrow, because if it gets too late, the number of people watching goes really low, and I don't want to like waste my time. Do you know what I mean? It's a missed opportunity, I think, if I didn't go on tomorrow day. Right, so the question is this person going to invest or not? Because it looks like they're going to withdraw like energy towards making this last long term. That they're going to put it down to like a really intense sexual connection. Yeah, should I push through and do like Scorpio and Sagittarius? Because what time are we on? 20 to 8. Yeah, I'll push through and get 2 more done, I think. What's my battery like? 70. Yeah, I've got enough battery. I'll push through. I need to put some lights on, I think. I'll finish this one and then I'll grab my lanterns from outside. Let's get messages from them. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the chat, don't I? You're too good for me. I don't deserve you. Whoops, sorry. So it's not that you're not worth a lot to them. They place you in high regard. They're just putting it down to like purely sexual because it can't practically work. It's not that they don't see your value. They do see your value, of course they do. I want to meet up with you. I'm sorry for what I said. So you could have had some conversations about this already. That's led to arguments, you know. I feel so much love for you. Oh. I know we will be together. That's on the Knight of Pentacles reverse, so what's that about? Stop pushing me, I need to make my own choices. This person messed up. It's a bit annoying, to be honest. Like a hothead. Right, let's get you some advice, Libra. What is Spirit's advice for Libra? Dragonfly. Dragonfly and magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. It's going to be the making of you. You're going to go through a period of transformation. You're going to evolve. You're going to ascend, you know. So don't look at this as like everything's down for me. It's not about that. Cat and independent. I'm sure this came out for you last time. You are a natural leader. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. That's really nice. High scarred divination. Cougar and assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Ooh. Spirit's like giving you a big, you know, like, what's that emoji where it's like big muscles, like. Right, I'm just gonna grab my lanterns. They're solar powered, so they've been outside in the sun. One sec. These are off Temu. I love these. Yeah, I'll tip it. It's solar powered. It's got the like bit that catches the light there. I love them. Oh, why has it just gone off? It's not dark enough. Hang on. Look at that. They come on automatically. How good are they? I'm obsessed. Right, she'll put up there. Right, so let's tidy away these ones for Libra. And then we'll get on to Scorpio and Sag. It's such a beautiful evening. It's gone cold now, but there's not a cloud in the sky. It's just beautiful. I hope my mum and dad have like put warm things on because it's very cold out there. It's making me excited for the summer. I could sit outside and do tarot readings outside, couldn't I? I'm doing weekly love readings. And I'm working through the signs, so the collective for depending on what zodiac sign you are. You can watch your sun sign or your moon sign, or you can cross watch the sign if you're person. But I do personal readings for £18. You know, record for 20 minutes and I'll upload a link and you can watch your own private reading that's 20 minutes long. There's a link to my Etsy store on the channel description. And when I get to 500 subscribers, everyone's probably sick of me saying it. It's just because people keep putting like personal questions in the chat, but like I can't get paid for it until I can do super chats. So we'll just have to like share the channel and get everyone to subscribe. Right, let's shuffle these cards so we get some fresh energy. Yeah, I've just finished Libra and Gemini is on a different live. So if you go to my lives and then you just look at, I've labelled it where it's got Libra and where it's got Gemini, sorry. They are labelled with the signs that are inside. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Scorpio's highest good. How is Scorpio feeling in the second week of April 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for Scorpio's feelings, please. The Ace of Cups. Someone's in love. Are you in love, Scorpio? So the Ace of Cups can be being in love, or it can be having self-love. You see, it's the largest cup and it's absolutely full of emotion. Very, very nice to get out for a love reading. First card out. It must be cold because they're already back from a walk. Page of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Right, so we're offering our emotions at the start of a new journey. And this is a beautiful seed. It's the start of something new, okay? There's much life, much vitality here. This is very, very, very nice, Scorpio. I'm very jealous. You're in love. Right, the challenge is the 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so you want to spoil this person, but you want equal give and take, okay? So the 6 of Pentacles is an even number. Each person gives 3 pentacles, okay, if it's fair. So that's the challenge. You know, is this going to be someone who's going to be fair to me? The 3 of Wands is, I know what I want. I'm ready to take action. Okay, I've chosen. The King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It's I want stability. I am an earth energy. I want to sit and I want to build. I want to grow. I want to invest. Pentacles is investment of time, money, and energy. The king does not move quickly, okay? King of Pentacles sits and he's very careful. He's abundant, he's generous. He buys lots of things for himself, but as much as he buys things for himself, he buys for others, okay? His love language is gifting. You could be male or female, doesn't matter. But it's a very like masculine, I want to be in control and I want equal give and take. These are the things that I need for this to work. Okay, it's about fairness. Let's get 3 for your person, the one that you're in love with. You're very excited about this. Ace of Wands is like you've hit the jackpot in terms of excitement and happiness. It's like ding, 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 ding. Wow, we've got the King of Cups. There's a lot of cups here. You're both showing up as kings, okay? You're showing up as the King of Pentacles. They're showing up as the King of Cups. The King of Cups does not want to be single, okay? The 9 of Cups is I'm happy within myself, okay? I'm solo. 9s are like solo energy. 10 is joining forces to make a happy family life, you know? The King of Cups, okay? So what are they unhappy about? Are they desperate for this relationship to kick off, to get started? If you're both showing up as kings, then you're both in your masculine energy, which means you both, there could be a bit of like toing and froing, both trying to be the boss. The Empress. Oh my God. Okay, so this person is highly attractive. They're all four queens. No wonder you're in love. Okay, they're very good looking. The Empress is the major arcana for Libra and also for Taurus. The Empress is the ultimate nurturer, okay? The protector. She's pregnant, literally. She attracts, she does not chase. Okay, so this person, they have all four queens. They have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. They're a fantastic provider, very generous, very giving, very caring, ambitious, sexy. What have I missed? Intelligent. Very intelligent. So yeah, I see why you're in love. Because this is the highest status in the tarot deck. The Emperor and the Empress are the highest status. So you've got a good eye. You found someone who's, you hold them in incredibly high regard. Okay, and you want to make a life with them. We've got the Tower reversed, so they're trying to avoid a Tower moment here. I'm not sure what that's about. We'll clarify. I'll get 3 cards for the outcome. Wow, I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles. That is beautiful. What a power couple. Right, we've got the Eight of Wands reversed. So I'll just look at all these cards because they're a combination. The Four of Wands reversed. The Page of Wands. The Two of Cups reversed. And the Ten of Pentacles. What on earth is going on here? Let's talk through each one. So the Eight of Wands would be fast action, progress, fast communication. So there's delays. Okay, that means there's delays because it's reversed. With regards to making this exclusive, okay, solidifying this connection, moving in together, getting married, whatever it is that would make this stable with the Four of Wands, so owning a home together, or getting married or getting engaged, whatever would make this a public union, exclusive and known to everyone. There's delays to that, okay? Because that's reversed as well. The Page of Wands is just being right at the beginning, the start of something, and being excited about it, okay? The Two of Cups reversed is, well, when the Two of Cups is upright, it's each person feeling the same for one another. Now, with that reversed, one person doesn't feel as heavily at the moment, so perhaps you declare your love, Scorpio, and your person isn't quite there yet. Okay, it doesn't mean that that's not going to happen. You know, I'm sure you've had it happen before where you've told someone you're in love with them and then like you're the first to say it, but then a couple of weeks later they say it because they feel it as well. There's nothing negative here, okay? The Ten of Pentacles is lasting generational wealth. So when you and this person come together, you're going to be a power couple, okay? There's going to be plenty of money for you, your children, their children, parents that you need to take care of. It's a really nice long term. Ten of Pentacles is the ultimate. It's what you achieve when you put two people's lives together. Let's get 2 more for the outcome because they were all one big combo, weren't they? Okay, so we've got the moon. Now that's the major for Pisces. The moon card is about knowing that we must walk forwards anyway, even when we're afraid. Okay, we don't know what's hidden in the dark. but we must walk forwards anyway. See, something's quite scary, but we realise that we must do it anyway. You know, commitment can be scary, job interviews can be scary, lots of things can be scary, and then they turn out to be great. We must do it anyway. It's just fear, right? It's just fear. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we've got a bit of a narrative here. So we're going to put those, put them here. The Three of Swords, Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Swords reversed. What is going on? Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak. Five of Swords, arguments, verbal arguments, disagreements. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. This looks really sad. Eight of Pentacles reversed is withdrawal of investment, no growth. Ace of Swords reversed, confusion, secrets. Something needs to be confessed. There's a lie, there's a secret, and it's a big one. What is going on here? What is going on here? I'm going to have to dig. What is this tower? What is this tower? And why have we got heartbreak coming out in the outcome after seeing the Two of Cups reversed with the Ten of Pentacles? It doesn't make any sense. I need to know. What's this tower, please? What's the tower reversed? Oh my God, look how much stuff came out then. Closed off, not emotionally available, distracted, hurt in the past. Wow. Alone. You feel like you're in this situation all by yourself, but it won't be like this forever. They're all up in the feels about something. They're really closed off. Facing it, you know something isn't right. Don't be afraid to find out the truth. It will set you free. Sneaky snake. Going behind your back, deceitful swindler. What? Public image, worried about appearances, can't relax, conceited. Unpredictable, never know what they'll do. Unreliable, live wire. Is that what this person like? That seems strange, doesn't it, for an Empress? What did they have before that? The King of Cups, but with the Nine of Cups reversed. There's something, this person really not healed. There's something they're really not healed from. Sneaky snake, alone, closed off. I think you're being like a true Scorpio and you're wearing your heart on your sleeve, but you barely know this person, and flickering passion, feelings come and go, or the chemistry is not there. They don't know what they want. They're like a weirdo. It's not your fault. There's some like blocks there because of what they've been through in the past. Fate's crossroads, in a weave of chance and choices, find the path to lasting legacies. Maybe the tower moment for them would be actually opening up and actually like committing and settling down, you know, trusting that you're a good person, because they're trying to avoid a tower moment. So they're trying to keep things as they are, being like, you know, unavailable or whatever. But you're in love. You want equal give and take. You want the Six of Pentacles. You want fair, right? You don't want to be led down the garden path. You're not going to waste your time if this isn't the real deal. Let's get confessions from them. Yeah. I'm obsessed with you. I'm scared of getting hurt, so I act like I don't care. I self-sabotaged our connection. Oh my God. Oh my God. Doesn't that fit with like everything else that came out? That fits so well. They keep ending up alone because they're closed off to settling down. They've got this beautiful like connection with you. The start of something amazing, and they're going to withdraw. They're going to like self-sabotage, and it's pissing me off, to be honest. You know, sometimes though, like people do these things and they're not really in control. It's like a very deep-seated problem from childhood and they can't help themselves. So sometimes it's a recognition that you can't fix this person. They've got to fix themselves. It's totally their loss, but let's see what they say. Well, they've got a lot going on in their head. I'm sorry for lying to you. Stop pushing me. I need to make my own choices. Oof. I'm sorry for what I said. I feel so much love for you. I know we will be together. I want to meet up with you. Oh my God, that's mad, Jasper. You're too good for me. I don't deserve you. This person is so frustrating. They're so frustrating. Like, it's actually annoying because I've been dealing with someone like this. And it's just like Groundhog Day, honestly. It's like vicious circles of like reconciliation, and then they like disappear again for long periods, and it's just annoying. It's actually so annoying. Or maybe that's why Dilaba, maybe that's why sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, maybe that's why the death card was the death card there reversed. I feel like it was. Or if I got mixed up with another reader. I don't know if I'm getting mixed up with another reading, but it's like annoying. It's so annoying, but I know this person I'm thinking of, they've got pure issues, and they did tell me what the trauma was, and I don't envy them at all, but it's really difficult to, you know, not get angry with them. Oh, that's awful. That's awful, Jasper. That's freaky, isn't it? How you were just scrolling and then you came across this and it's your exact situation. I think do you know what? Like, it goes some way to helping the other person if you can at least identify and open up and say what it is that you went through that caused it. Because at least I have a reason why this person is the way that they are. Oh, well, I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that, Jasper. I'm glad you reconciled. That's amazing. Right, I'm going to get advice for Scorpio. Because I feel like Scorpio needs it. rise. Okay, you're going to go through an ascension. There's going to be a lot of learning that comes out of this particular situation. Life is just like a big spiritual journey, isn't it? You never stop learning. If you stop, what's the point, right? Yeah, Delabba, that's what mine was like. It was like no contact for quite long periods, and they get longer each time. The closer I got to him, the more be punished, like the longer it'd go without hearing from him. And I just knew, do you know what I mean? I just knew. Look at this, transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. You can get past this, potentially. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure, Scorpio. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Whatever you need to move forward, whether it works out with your person or not, don't hold on to it, okay? Because whether you reconcile or not, you don't want to hold on to that and then never ever throw it back in that person's face, because they've opened up, you know, to talk about it. They've tried to work on themselves, and some people will manage to overcome it and some people won't, you know, or they'll manage to overcome it next time in the future. But for now, it's not for us to judge anyone based off of their childhood or what's happened to them to traumatize them. You know, thank God, like, I've had a textbook childhood, but some people haven't, have they? Or they've had something really traumatic happen to them, and it's very difficult to stop that instinct, you know, whatever we did to cope at the time, whatever we did to get through a situation, we resort to. So it's not a choice, you know, how people do these behaviors is not a choice. Yeah, I've been like frustrated to anger, tears, you know, mostly pissed off, to be honest, but there's unconditional love there at the same time. I'm just appreciative that he was able to tell me what was behind it. Oh, this is a really nice chat. This is what tarot community should be, you know, people being there for each other and understanding, trying to gain different perspectives, trying to gain compassion when they're in a very frustrating situation. To see the other person's point of view can be really helpful. So I've done those. Let's get one of these. And then we'll go on to Sagittarius. One more advice for Scorpio, please. Goose and inner knowing. You are a brave traveller. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. That's really nice. That's really nice. You've got loyal friends. You're brave. You know, you're on this journey of evolution. Whether you're Scorpio or you're the cross watcher, this is a journey, and you're going to get, you know, the life that you want. You will have the life that you want. Right, okay, I'm going to cut the reading there, and I'm going to move on to Sagittarius. Know what I haven't done for ages is angel numbers, and I haven't done crystal chakra healing cards either. And just like, I might do some stuff like that over Easter. I need to make sure I get out and exercise tomorrow and like see some people before the start of another blooming week. I can't deal with how fast these weeks go. Got another parents' evening next week as well. Oh my god. That'll be a long one. Just to end the term with a bang. Because why not? It's great. I love seeing the teenagers panicking as they guide their parents towards the table of each teacher. Oh, brilliant. No, that'll be good, actually. I'm looking forward to it, thinking about it like that, actually. How are you really in school? Okay, so on to Sagittarius. Oh, I know. I'm loving like these sunny days though. Like I cannot wait for summer. I feel better now because I've got more stuff planned in. Like I've planned in my trip to Amsterdam. I've got my course all paid for, and I know that I'm going to be making pottery and like, yeah, I've got nice stuff planned in. Yeah. Longer days and late nights, yeah, sunset walks and all that. Lovely stuff. I love the beach. I'm obsessed with the beach. I love it. I'm going to the beach tomorrow, definitely. Okay, spirit guides, the universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Sagittarius's highest good. How is Sagittarius feeling in the second week of April 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Sagittarius is feeling, please. Right, we've got an Ace of Wands reversed. So there could be a disappointment in terms of a renewal of a current connection. We've got the Two of Swords reversed and the Justice reversed. See, if the Two of Swords was upright, it would be, you know, when you blindfold yourself because you don't want to deal with making a choice. It's like the burying your head in the sand when you got the Two of Swords card. When it's reversed, it's like facing it. Do you know what I mean? But the Justice, I mean, Justice card could be the law, the justice system. When it's upright, it's about fairness, but when it's reversed, it's like an injustice. So there could be a decision that needs to be made to do with legalities, the law. Near Liverpool, I am. Yeah, definitely a Scouse accent. Grim. Well, Scorpio was the first difficult reading, wasn't it, that we've had? All the others have been really positive, but I mean, yeah. The Tower reversed, okay? So, avoiding major change. What is the major change? Are you married? Are you in a long-term connection that's having difficulties and you want to divorce? Sorry, and you want to divorce. And you want to reconcile, or you're trying to hold something together? Let's get 3 for their feelings. The Magician reversed. So this person, they don't feel like they've got the tools to succeed, okay? Because the Magician, if it was upright, would be all 4 aces, like they've got what they need. They've got what they need. They've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, okay? So they have the truth, they have investment, they have self-love, empathy, you know, feelings and emotions that are correct for making something work. They have the determination, you know, like you need all 4 aces, don't you, to be the Magician. So with that being reversed, there's something really lacking, 1 or 2 things really lacking for this person, that they don't feel they can make it work. Let's get 2 more for their feelings. I'll tell you what I didn't say about the Justice card is it's the major arcana for Libra. So you could have Libra in your chart as well. Well, you don't have to. The Ace of Cups reversed. So the ace that we're missing is the feelings and the emotions. Now that's either a lack of love for the person that they're dealing with, or a lack of self-love. So we need to find out, don't we, with another card. They may not be in love anymore. They may not have self-love. The Knight of Wands and the Fool. Well, that's a very heavily sexual energy, the Knight of Wands. It's excitement, it's passion, it's intimacy. The Fool is the major for Aries. It's taking a leap of faith into a new chapter. This person's very excited. It really turns them on, the thought of like leaping into a new chapter. I mean, the Fool is what it says. It's foolish, but it's not knowing whether something's going to work. Just, you know, thinking you can fly like a 5-year-old jumping off, you know, a chair in the living room, thinking like, well, I can fly, it'll be fine. You know, it's about like, it's like a trust exercise. It's like just going for it. Let's get 3 for the outcome. The 10 of Pentacles. Well, the 10 of Pentacles is lasting generational wealth. It's what you achieve when you put your salaries together, 2 of you, and you have enough money for your children and for their children. It's what we're all trying to work towards. That's in the outcome. The 4 of Pentacles is the miser, okay? It's conserving wealth. It's building up, it's accruing rather than spending or letting anything go out. It's holding on to wealth. You could be a penny pincher, or you may have something in mind that you're saving towards for the future, or something you're trying to keep hold of. If you've acquired a lot of wealth, you may be trying to keep hold of it and not let it go. Maybe that's why you're trying to avoid the Tower, because that would be a division of assets, or mean a major change can mean a lot of outgoings, can't it? Like if you change your career, if you change your home, if you change the car that you have, if you change the person that you're with, or you become single, it's a reduction of wealth. Things can cost more, like houses, can cost a lot more, or putting up for sale, something like that. So, that can be a reason to avoid separation, or avoid, try to push for a rebirth that shouldn't really happen, or let's get one more for the outcome. The Judgment as a call to action. The universe wants you to take action on something. I'm going to clarify their side, because they've got the Ace of Cups reversed. They've got the Magician reversed. So there's a problem with emotions on their side. And then they're just thinking in a very sexually motivated way. There's a lack of emotional consideration here. Adrift. Not willing to settle down or be responsible, time to commit and put down roots. There might be someone that doesn't have money, or they just don't let themselves get too attached. If they feel that happening, they might, run away from it. They could be avoiding attachment or something like this. They don't like to stay settled. This person wants to, cut themselves free emotionally. Storms of love. Conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. It may come out that when you argue with this person, it may make them think afterwards, but I think the growth and change is going to happen on both sides here. I want a bit more information than that, really. Why have they got the Knight of Wands and the Fool? Hoity-toity, champagne taste, beer budget, arrogant and pretentious. Wow. They could have a really, show off kind of personality. They like to splash the cash. They like to have a particular kind of lifestyle. They're not, you know, they're a spender, not a saver. They could be bad with money, you know, with that Fool and the Knight of Wands. They could be like a very impulsive person. Let's get confessions from them. You could have like really different approaches, you know. Different priorities, different approaches, maybe. I don't know. I hope you haven't moved on. Much love for you. I'm in a dark place. Spirit is sending me light. I'm changing. I want to be what you deserve. I've seen the future with you. I want you by my side. Do you know what? That was over the 10 of Pentacles in the outcome. That's lasting generational wealth that comes from the two of you being together. They're saying that they're changing, and that was over hoity-toity, and it was over, you know, the Knight of Wands and the Fool. So they're gonna like go through an ascension, and they're gonna stop being the way that they were. They're gonna change. And it's gonna be for the better. I need to have more fun. Okay, so they don't want to be scrimping and saving. They want more excitement, more spending, more fun. Okay, to plan things in and do more things together. What about the Judgment? What's this Judgment? They don't want to lose you. But it's going to require them changing to keep you. I want to commit to you. It's their call to action. They're being called to act and commit. What a curveball. Let's get you some advice, Sagittarius. Overthinking can spoil the magic. Okay, so they want fun times. Okay, and they want to commit. They want to change and be better, and they do intend to, you know, there's lasting generational wealth there, so they do intend to be with you, but don't overthink. Like, try to be in the moment, try to plan some really amazing things to do together and make new memories, you know, and don't rework the past or anything like that. Just keep moving forward, looking at the new stuff. Worst thing you can do is constantly talk about the past and refer to things that where someone messed up, because it just like, it can't go anywhere. You like got the relationship in a chokehold then. Raven, and is it shaman or shaman? I don't know. You are the creator and the magician. Use your gifts for good. That's weird, isn't it? Because they've got the magician reversed, and yet you're being given the magician as like who you are. There is power in your wisdom and your words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. You were supposed to bring wisdom and ascension to this person, just from the way that you speak, for the way that you are, how you carry yourself. This person's, you know, becoming enlightened, and that's why you were supposed to meet. You're like a guiding light for them. Narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully, okay? Remember what Spirit said, overthinking can spoil the magic. That's so weird, because you've got the Magician and you've got magic twice, haven't you? You are the creator and magician, and then you've got overthinking can spoil the magic. And they had the Magician reversed. Crossing bridges, it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Okay, so it looks like things are going to settle down. You're going to find, what's the word I'm looking for? You're going to find your stride, you're going to find your pace, you're going to find your footing, and this will settle down again. They don't want you to move on. They don't want that at all. They want to change to be what you deserve. They want commit. Yeah, they want to commit to you. And they're thinking like forever with that 10 of Pentacles. That's solid investment. Definitely. Yeah, make some new memories together. Okay, when is this likely to repair? When is there going to be better times for Sagittarius and their person? The one that they're dealing with. Let go of it all for now, okay? Don't overly focus on that. Hi, Terry. Hi, Prince. Let go of it all for now. It's saying like, don't worry about this so much. Don't go over it and over it. It's just let it play out. Okay, focus on the positive and making new memories. They're going to choose to commit to you. It's just like there's a lot that they're working through. Okay, Spirit, they're in a dark place. Spirit sending them light. They're trying to like change their ways. Okay, I'm going to leave this one there. How much battery have I got? 42%. I'm tempted to do another one, you know. I'm tempted to do Capricorn. Oh, thank you. Such nice messages in the chat tonight. Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed your company. People being really nice and supportive of one another. That's what tarot is about. It's not the devil's work at all. Oh God, can't believe someone came in and said that. You know what's hilarious as well? This girl was like, oh, tarot is the devil's work. She was a tarot reader. And then she just decided that it was really like anti-Christian to do it. Denounced it. And then she's back doing tarot now. How two-faced is that? Like, it just shows you, like, people don't know what they're on about. I guess people didn't want to hear her saying the things that she was saying. Yeah, maybe. Right, let's do Capricorn then. Oh, thank you, Martha. It's mad, isn't it? There's something in the tarot, definitely, because when I watch readings for Taurus, different like channels, they'll get like similar card combinations, or they'll get different cards, but the reader will come out with the same narrative, and it's like blows me away. And then when I started doing tarot, I started to get combinations, and I'd post my video. And then when the other readers did theirs, the same combinations would be in there. I'd be like, no, like that's so cool. It just goes to show there's something in this. I can't 100% explain it. I just know that there's something in it. I know there is because I've seen like confirmation of it. And when I was reading this book, right, I forgot it here. I was reading this book on the beach, and I literally like had I was reading about all the chakras because I wanted to understand more about the chakras, and then it tells you what angels to ask for help to like unclog particular chakras. And I literally had like this, what would you call it, like a visualization. Like I think my third eye chakra opened. I was seeing like colours of like purple, you know, like between my eyes, but like higher up. As I was going to sleep, I was dead relaxed one night, and I was like, oh my god, it was dead beautiful. And it was after reading about, I've never had anything like that happen. I might read that again actually. I just think if you're not really aware of stuff, you don't really know what it is, and then when you read about it, you can identify it and you sort of channel it better. No, I wouldn't say I'm clairvoyant. I love watching Edgar Mendes because he's clairvoyant, so he sees spiritual entities around himself and around others. I tell you what used to happen to me, and it doesn't do it anymore. I used to hear particular song lyrics, and I don't even listen to those songs. But it'd be like one sentence, and it was like spirit had picked out this sentence because it was giving me that message. It was dead weird. I don't listen to the radio in the car, and I just play like particular songs off my YouTube music app. And it's no songs like that. I haven't heard them for years, and it just put a song lyric in my head, just one bit of the song. And it was doing that for months. And that's clairaudience. I know I'm clairsentient because I heavily feel the emotions when I'm reading for people. I get upset or I get like overwhelmed. That's clairsentient. But yeah, I don't think a lot of people are clairvoyant, but he sees entities around him, which is just like crazy. And some of the stuff that he said, it was like, oh, it was spot on. It was absolutely spot on. I was just like, oh my God. And it really helped me understand the other person's emotions better. I had a lot more compassion after, which was really, really nice. Because that's when you let go of anger and stuff like that. And you just understand some people are really, really suffering, aren't they, through life, whether they say it or not. Edgar Mendes is well good. Spirit guides, the universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Capricorn's highest good. How is Capricorn feeling in the second week of April 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for Capricorn, please. I love watching Elijah's tarot because he's dead funny, and sometimes the tarot and what you're going through can be really heavy, but he's just hilarious. Like, he's so silly. Right, so straight away we've got the Queen of Wands. These are all in the challenge position. We've got the Queen of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. The Queen of Wands is very seductive, goal-orientated, solar plexus, chakra is open, like assertive, confident. In a love reading, it can be a third-party card, but, the other guy, the other girl. Let's see what else comes out. The Knight of Swords, an urgent message. The Two of Wands needing to make a decision, A or B, like which direction do I go? Knight of Pentacles, one wants to invest. 7 of Cups, being at a crossroads. 6 of Cups, soulmates. The Hierophant, major for Taurus. The Page of Wands, excited for a new adventure. Page of Cups can be an apology or an expression of emotions. Right, that's a lot. Let's look from the back. It's like when someone believes that there's the potential for a soulmate connection here, and they're trying to make a decision. And now it's like really overly simplifying it, but it's like there's a need to express that and say that to someone, and the person's like literally can't cope with themselves. Hi Tanu, welcome into the chat. This is a collective reading for the sign of Capricorn. Seven of Pentacles reversed. So 7 of Pentacles upright is someone who's contemplating the past, what's being cultivated, what have I achieved through this connection so far. When it's reversed, it can be that maybe not enough is being acquired yet. There's more work to be done. Hi Priya. Hi Hoshita. I'm not answering individual questions. I can't do that until I get to 500 subscribers. Then you can give me a super chat and I'll answer any question. But you have to have 500 subscribers. Okay, just to let you know. This is a collective reading for the sign of Capricorn that I'm just in the middle of now. If you want a personal, individualized reading, 20-minute pre-recorded reading, I can do that. It doesn't have to be about love, it can be anything. That's £18, and you can go to my Etsy store. The link's on the description for my channel. Otherwise, when I get to 500 subscribers, I'll start doing lives, and you can give me a super chat and I'll answer your question. Okay, another one for Capricorn's feelings. Oh, right, I need to concentrate. That's why the cards aren't coming out. High life underwater. Well, I can answer questions about career, health, love, relocations. I can answer questions about anything, but I can only do it when I've got 500 subscribers, so make sure you like and share the channel. Four of Swords and the Magician, much needed respite in order to have all the tools needed to make a wish fulfillment. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, let's see about the emotions of your person, because you're seeing potential for... Oh my God, look. They've got the Devil, the Major for Capricorn, the Three of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Six of Wands. This person wants to be noticed. Oof, right. This could be a third party dynamic, a love triangle. It doesn't have to be, but the Three of Cups can be a love triangle in a love reading. The Devil is obsession, infatuation, codependency. Or you could be dealing with another Capricorn. There could be competition for affection here, because there's three people involved. Let me have a look at these again. The Two of Wands needing to make a choice. The Knight of Swords, urgent message. Queen of Wands. See, the Queen of Wands can be the other man, the other woman. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups being at a crossroads, Six of Cups. The Hierophant. These were all in the challenge. Ooh, messy. The High Priestess reversed. This person's intuition is blocked. Okay, they've got this obsessive, like, toxic situation that they're in the midst of, and they're not using their intuition about it at all. Let's get one more. The Knight of Wands reversed, very sexual energy. Oh God. Let's get a 3 for the outcome. See, on this side, there's like a lot of cups and emotions as well as passion. And there's an eagerness for investment on your side, Capricorn, but on their side, it's like very like sexual energy only, and they're going against their better judgment. Right, we've got the Major for Aquarius. So it could be Capricorn, Aquarius, Cuspid, or there could be... It's either wish fulfillment or healing that's happening here with all this water and the star. I mean, it's upright, so there's healing and potentially wish fulfillment, but this looks messy for wish fulfillment, I'm not going to lie. 10 of Cups reversed. Ten of Cups upright is a happy family dynamic. Everyone in the household is happy. It's reversed. I don't know how, when we've got all this like mismatch of emotions, when everyone could be happy, like we're not, are we? Knight of Cups. Oof. I think there's so much emotion and so much desire to have something proper with your person, but they're kind of, they could be seeing someone else. I'm not gonna lie, they could be seeing someone else. They could be like really overly like promiscuous, or just thinking it in like a purely sexual way. I'm going to clarify. Toxic. Destructive relationship, manipulative, gaslighting. My back's cranked from sitting twisted. Oh, ow. Tangled web. Convoluted justifications, caught up, entranced. See, that says love triangle to me. Has too many anger issues and dark moods, abusive. Bloody hell. This person, like, full of passion, you know, like, they access sexuality, they access anger, but that's, like, all they're prepared to access. Inner compass, trust your instincts to lead you in the right direction. Well, I think I wouldn't put my emotions and my money into this person, to be honest. It's not the vibe of, like, forever, is it? With this person, it looks a bit worrying, that. Flickering passion, feelings come and go, or the chemistry is not there. Well, the chemistry is there, but that's all there is, unfortunately. Let's get confessions from them. Oh my god, everything's falling out here. You brought the life back into my life. Well, I didn't really believe them based off of, like, the fact it says toxic. Flickering passion, has too many anger issues, tangled, justifications, are convoluted, entrance. I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Let me take you out on a date. Oh my god. Why are they keeping it in, like, date mood? You want forever, you want, like, cups, you want 6 of cups, you want investment, and they're just, like, running around acting like bloody Romeo. Not even Romeo, more like just like a womanizer, or someone that just uses people for what they look like, if they're a, you know, a girl or a woman. Just doing the most. Let's get messages from them. It says toxic, tangled, fierce temper. I won't believe anything this person says, you know. I feel insecure. Were you making everyone around you feel insecure as well? I'm listening to my guides. I don't have the energy for this right now. Thank you for subscribing. When I get to 500 subscribers, you can give me a super chat and I'll be able to answer a question in the live. I'm in a dark place. Spirit is sending me light. That was with the healing card, you know, the star. That's a card of healing, and that's what they're busy doing in the outcome. Let me take the lead. It needs to be like when this person's healed, if anything, like, could become something long term, but they haven't started the healing yet, so I wouldn't wait for that if this is resonating. You're too good for me, I don't deserve you. Like, there might be someone who's able to say all the right things, do you know what I mean? Because it looks like they're going to come towards you and be like, sucking up to you, telling you everything you want to hear, and then who knows whether they can actually, like, change. I'm going to get you some advice. Find your sacred flow. I think you're being urged to protect your own energies, you know, find your flow, and this person going to have to find theirs. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Okay, you have to do what makes you happy, what gives you peace, you know, what gives you serenity. Protect your peace, okay? Where have put my other cards? Let's get one more. Puffin and partnership. Accept yourself and your colourful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. Ladybug and good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colourful you. You bless the world with colour and good luck. That's interesting, isn't it? That you got two cards with the word colour on. Accept yourself and your colourful personality. Something about you, Capricorn, is very joyful for people. They find you really easygoing, nice to be around, fun, you know, interesting. Be happy in the here and now. You're a joy bringer. You're being encouraged. It says colourful so many times in that one. Let your community nourish you. So you're being urged to spend time with friends and family. Okay. And just revel in being you. Okay. That's when you're at your best. I think this person you should create some distance from, honestly, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they want. They're getting themselves into toxic situations. They're tangled up. So it's probably not the best to, you know, invest in them, in all honesty. But there's nothing wrong with you. You are amazing. But you might be putting your time and your heart and your energy into someone that isn't open. You know, they're not really going to be with you for the right reasons. So protect yourself, okay? That's what I'm getting from this, to be honest. Right, I'm gonna do Aquarius and Pisces tomorrow and have a bit of a break, I think. Unless I change my mind and come back on later. But what time are we on now? 9 o'clock. I might do them later. I'll see how I feel. Just need a little break. All right, thanks for your support. Take care. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. If I don't see you later, see you in the next one.